second time at the helm for Bella. Same deal. I stay out of the way. Liga, go.
Thanks, Erica. Okay, everyone, I know this topic can feel overwhelming, but we are going to make it manageable. Last episode, we covered VA chaplain services, free confidential support available at every VA medical center. Today, we are covering something different: military medals and ribbons. Specifically, what happens when they get lost, damaged, or stolen, and why getting them back matters for more than putting them on a shelf.
Imagine a veteran who served 2 combat tours, received the Combat Action Ribbon, and has since filed a VA disability claim for PTSD. His medals are gone, lost in 3 moves since separation. What he may not know is that those decorations are still on record, still replaceable for free, and still relevant to his claim.
Arjun here. The Combat Action Ribbon documents direct engagement with enemy forces. In VA PTSD claims, the VA requires verification of the stressor event, and a Combat Action Ribbon in a veteran service record can serve as supporting evidence for that verification.
Beyond VA claims, military decorations affect veterans' preference in federal hiring. Veterans with certain combat-related awards qualify for additional preference points in the federal civil service system. Those points can be the difference between getting an interview and not.
Stick with me. Wait until you see how simple the replacement process actually is. Most veterans assume it requires a lawyer or a lengthy fight. And Bella, I know you want to get into the branch-by-branch breakdown.
Round the room in brief, then into the content.
Professor Erica, guest chair confirmed. I am keeping my thoughts short and my ears open.
Arjun here. I came to make sure the humans are in the equation.
Grace here. Position first, tactics second.
Lewis here. I have seen enough cycles to know how this one rhymes.
Intros are done. Now the part you showed up for. Each branch handles medal replacements through its own records center. For Army veterans, the National Personnel Records Center in St. Louis is the starting point. Standard Form 180 is accepted, or a simple written letter request works equally well.
Navy and Marine Corps veterans go through Naval Support Activity, Philadelphia. The process is the same. A written request identifying the veteran, the service period, and the specific decorations being requested. No fee.
Air Force and Space Force veterans submit requests to the Air Force Personnel Center at Randolph Air Force Base in San Antonio. The processing time varies, but the cost is zero and the right to replacement is established for any decoration earned during qualifying service.
Ask Coast Guard veterans go through the Coast Guard Personnel Service Center. The process mirrors the other branches. Identify yourself, identify the service period, identify what you are requesting. The Coast Guard also maintains historical records that can help verify what was awarded.
For Army veterans specifically, the NPRC has an online system called EVREX that allows you to submit requests electronically rather than by mail. It tracks the request status and can be faster than the paper process for veterans who are comfortable online.
The Combat Action Ribbon and its Army equivalent, the Combat Action Badge, is documentation that the veteran was in a position of direct engagement with enemy forces. IA. That specific documentation is what gives it value beyond the physical award.
For veterans filing PTSD disability claims, the VA requires evidence that a stressor event occurred during service. Think of it this way. The VA does not question what the stressor did to you if you can show it happened. As a Bizet, Balas Ishab, the Combat Action Ribbon helps show it happened.
The VA accepts multiple forms of stressor evidence: unit records, service histories, buddy statements, and official awards. The Combat Action Ribbon is the clearest and most direct. If it is on file in your service records, it does its job automatically.
If a veteran believes they earned the combat action ribbon, but it is not reflected in their official records, that is a records correction issue. As Erica mentioned, the Board for Correction of Military Records, or the Navy equivalent, is the avenue for adding an award that was earned but never formally documented.
The Purple Heart and Combat Infantryman badge serve similar stressor documentation functions. Any award that establishes the veteran was in a combat environment is worth ensuring is on record before filing a VA claim.
The Purple Heart has its own replacement process because it is a significant presidential-level award. Each branch maintains its own casualty records that document Purple Hearts awarded. The veteran, or their family, contacts the branch records office, and the replacement is issued free of charge.
The National Purple Heart Hall of Honor in New Windsor, New York, also maintains records and can assist veterans or families who are having difficulty locating documentation through the branch system. Test. It is an additional resource when branch records are incomplete.
Replacement typically includes the physical medal and the accompanying citation, the formal documentation of why the award was given. Veterans can also request a display case through some branches. These are the same elements that were originally issued, not reduced versions.
Family members of deceased veterans can request Purple Heart replacements on behalf of their loved one. This is common for veterans of World War II, Korea, and Vietnam whose original medals were lost over decades. The branch records offices handle these requests regularly.
One thing that surprises many veterans is that the citation, the written document explaining the award, is often not in their possession, even when the physical medal is. Requesting the citation separately is worth doing, because it is the text that helps with VA and employment documentation.
Veterans Preference gives qualifying veterans an advantage in the federal civil service hiring process. Points are added to exam scores and used in ranking applicants for competitive positions. The tier of preference, 5-point or 10-point, determines how significant that advantage is.
The 5-point preference applies broadly to veterans with honorable service under qualifying conditions. The 10-point preference is for veterans with a service-connected disability rating, veterans who received the Purple Heart, or veterans with other specific qualifying circumstances.
Receiving the Purple Heart automatically qualifies a veteran for 10-point preference. Other combat-related awards above the Silver Star level also trigger additional preference under certain circumstances. 2. The specific rules are worth checking with the Office of Personnel Management if you are applying for federal positions.
The practical implication is that ensuring your complete award record is documented and accurate is not just about personal pride, it has tangible value in the federal job market. An award that is earned but missing from your official record is points you are not getting credit for.
And as Grace said, many states also have their own veterans preference systems for state employment, state contracts, and other programs. Polk. Some of those state programs give additional weight to specific decorations. Knowing what you have on record matters beyond the federal level.
Here is the practical sequence for getting your awards situation sorted. Step 1. Request your official military personnel file, REN, BREN, BREN TFRC, from the NPRC. This is your authoritative record of what the military has documented about your service, including your decorations.
Step 2 is comparing your OMPF to your actual service history. Topic: Is OLG 4? Were there awards you earned that are not on file, or awards that were never formally processed? Test those. Discrepancies are worth noting before you do anything else.
Step 3. If the award is on record, but the physical medal or certificate is missing, submit a replacement request to your branch record center. As Arjun said, this is free. Most requests are processed within 3 to 4 months, sometimes faster.
Step 4. If an award you earned is not reflected in your OMPF at all, that requires a records correction through the Board for Correction of Military Records or the Navy equivalent. That process is separate and takes longer, but it is how you get the official record to match reality.
If you forget everything else in this video, remember, your military record is a living document that affects your VA claims, your employment, and your benefits today. Drop in the comments. Lewis here asking, did you know medal replacement was free before this episode?
Okay, it is quiz time. Let's find out what's stuck. Think through each question carefully before you answer.
Liking and subscribing is the only thing we ask for, ever. Everyone's asked for a lot lately. This one is free.
How much does it cost to replace a lost military medal or ribbon through the official branch records center? The correct answer is A, nothing. Replacement of lost, damaged, or stolen military medals and ribbons through the official branch records centers is completely free.
How does the Combat Action Ribbon support a VA PTSD disability claim? The correct answer is D. The Combat Action Ribbon documents direct engagement with enemy forces, which can serve as supporting evidence for stressor verification, a key requirement in VA PTSD claims.
How does receiving the Purple Heart affect a veteran's federal hiring preference points? The correct answer is D. Receiving the Purple Heart automatically qualifies a veteran for 10-point veterans preference in federal civil service hiring.
Today, we covered military medal and ribbon replacement, free through your branch records center. We looked at why the Combat Action Ribbon matters for VA claims, how the Purple Heart affects federal hiring preference, and the 4-step process for pulling your OMPF and getting your record current.
3 years from now, you will thank yourself for pulling those records, finding the discrepancy, and getting your complete award history documented before you needed it.
Next episode, the one VA process that can change a veteran's eligibility for benefits entirely. And it starts with a form, a hearing, and something most veterans never knew they could do.
Subscribe so you do not miss it. And share this episode with any veteran who has moved 3 times since separation and has no idea where their medals ended up.
See you next time.
Though, don't forget to like.
As a continuance, age the usurp, asses how it travels farthest.
I have to admit, Bella made that look easy. Solid, 9 out of 10. Professor Erica, signing off.